Yo, what's good, y'all, and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we are going to be talking about One Piece chapter 1097. Thank you again, PewPiece. You always come in clutch with the full summaries. We have the title called Jenny, so you already know the role. Let's get right to it. So the chapter starts 8 years after the God Valley incident, which was 30 years ago. In the South Blue, we're at Shoutout Kingdom, and Kuma is now 17 years old and has become a pastor. He is healing the poor elderly in the country by removing the pain from their bodies using his double fruit power. The people call it the miracle hand. We also see Jenny, who is now 21 years old, and she becomes a fine young woman. She scolds the elder people who are camping inside the church. She seems to be very popular among the guys. The citizens are saying that the new king of Shoutout Kingdom, King Bekori, is a heartless and cheapskate king. He even makes his sick people pay tribute. The king is listening to the conversation through the wiretap and is blushing. So you see, King Bekori was a very messed up guy. He's over here laughing and blushing at the fact that literally he's making the sick and the people that's suffering still pay tribute. That's messed up. Kuma then says to the people that he can heal them every week as long as it's just a light pain or sickness. All the accumulated pain removed by Kuma, same size of pain that he removed from Luffy and Thriller Bark, is condensed into a paw bubble, and he did what Zoro did. He took all the pain by himself. Oh my goodness. They are making this flashback with Kuma even more sad. Kuma's whole character was already sad in itself, and now with this flashback, they're just making it even more sad, and it kind of makes you rethink the events that took place in Thriller Bark with Kuma and the Straw Hats, and you can see how it makes it even more sad. So then we see Jenny crying and says that Kuma does this every week, and the people don't know. So the people are just seeing Kuma take their pain away. They're not actually seeing him actually harness all that pain into himself. Kuma says that it can't be helped because someone should take all the pain and suffering that was removed or won't disappear. If he leaves the massive pain and suffering alone, it will just go back to whoever he removed it from. But Kuma says he's happy because everyone else was happy. Oh my goodness, Kuma, you are really the king. So now we flip to 25 years ago. Kuma is now 22 years old. Jenny asks Kuma to marry her, but Kuma refuses. Jenny is furious and is still pressuring him. Kuma wants them to be happy, but he remembers the tragic past of his parents and doesn't want the same thing to happen to Jenny. Respectable, it's very respectable, Kuma. Kuma also changes the subject and tells Jenny about the news of Dragon and the Freedom Army. He says that Dragon is cool and must be a hero. Kuma says he wants to go out to the sea someday and save many people. That's the way he wanted to live his life. The two kids from the last chapter who bullied Kuma, the one with the hat is named Gyu. I probably butchered that, and they bring fish to their home. Apparently both have a crush on Jenny. 22 years ago, a big incident happened. Kuma is now 25 years old. He's telling the king's army to release the people they kidnapped. The kidnappers told Kuma that the law has changed. It was stated that the southern people can be used however they please. Kuma got angry because he knows that they will make them slaves and attacks them with shock. The king explained that Shoutout Kingdom will be divided into two parts. The northern part will be the true Shoutout Kingdom. The southern part is where the old people live, and those are the people who can't pay the tribute. The king calls them hindrances. Kuma's church is also in the southern part. The king believes that by doing this, the Shoutout Kingdom will prosper. We then see Kuma, Jenny, and 3 other people, including the 2 kids from the last chapter, in a jail cell. Kuma is now wearing his signature hat. All of a sudden, the Freedom Army arrives and attacks Shoutout Kingdom and deposes the king. Dragon and Ivankov appear. Ivankov saying, "Hey Kuma, if you're still the same person as back then, let's go and change the world." The Freedom Army, which came along with the pirate era and the tragedy of Ohara, was led by the 2 pillars, Dragon and Ivankov. With the addition of Kuma, it transformed into the Revolutionary Army that reverberated throughout the world. Jenny also joins the Revolutionary Army. Dragon says that they are still lacking funds. He wants the Revolutionary Army to help the rebellion faction of a country who want to dispose their kings. He also wants to train new recruits in the proper handling of weapons and teach them how to fight. Dragon says he was a Marine, so this is confirmation of what we there was a little bit of speculation whether or not Dragon was a Marine, but this is our official confirmation. Dragon then says he didn't find justice there. Kuma says that he will follow Dragon, and Dragon says he won't make him regret that decision. Kuma goes from time to time to visit his church. 8 more years have passed, 14 years ago in a certain kingdom. We see Jenny. She is now the East Army commander. She is very happy because they will be joining with Kuma's squad the next day. We have the Revolutionary Army HQ, Baltigo, and someone reports to Dragon that Jenny was kidnapped. The one who who reported said there was an unexpected enemy, and the end note was a disturbing news. So right here we have pretty much a really laid back 1097 chapter, but I love it because it was so much information and was very impactful on the story of not only Kuma, but the story on One Piece itself and leading with the Revolutionary Army. Now we have Jenny, and there's still some speculation whether or not she is Luffy or Bonnie's mom. I kind of do see a little resemblance on Jenny and Luffy, and then we had this picture from whenever it was Uda's backstory, and supposedly this was Luffy's mom, and you can see at the top of their head they kind of have this hair that's sticking out, and this is pretty much the only resemblance that I could find. A lot of people are now starting to say that the timelines kind of don't match up and this wouldn't be Luffy's mother, so most people are starting to say that this is Bonnie's mother, and I'm hoping within the next chapter or two we can get confirmation on that. There is no break week next week, so we are going to be having One Piece chapter 1098 next week, and within the next couple of weeks we are getting chapter 1100, so things are ramping up very fast in One Piece. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you guys like and subscribe to the channel, and until next time, peace out.